Hi Scorpio, welcome to your November 2021 general reading. Thanks for joining me. My name's Michelle and this is for Sun and Rising signs. Scorpio doing a general reading. This is love, life, career, finances, anything that comes up from spirit, your spiritual messages, what's coming up in the month of November for my lovely Scorpios. Let's see what's going on with you guys for the month of November. Okay, let's see. Scorpio, I want to say a special welcome to my podcast listeners on Apple, Spotify and Amazon Music. Thanks for listening, guys. And of course, for my YouTube viewers, appreciate every one of you guys. Let's take a look at your spirit animal, Scorpio. Let's take a look at Scorpio's spirit animal for the month of November. Okay, we've got a flipper there. The dragonfly, lovely. It's attached to the Eight of Wands in this deck. So there's definitely speed here. There's not an energy of standing still. I get to, when you see a dragonfly, I'm getting the energy of flitting around from one thing to another. You have this sense of optimism, so I get you going from one thing to another with a sense of optimism. You're definitely not standing still. There's no stagnant energy around this. Let's see what your focus is for the month of November. You may just have a lot on your plate, a lot of things that you're dealing with in the month of November. Let's see what the focus is for Scorpio for the month of November for Scorpio. What is Scorpio's focus? Okay. Yeah. Temperance in reverse. I'm using the Twin Tarot Oracle. And it's an oracle of all major arcana. Now there are two cards for every major arcana. There's a light card and a dark card. You got the dark card of temperance. So there's a lack of balance here. Okay. So flitting from one thing to another with speed, not standing still, but there's a lack of peace. So there seems to be some drama around you. I'm getting like a storms, conflict. Let's see what the energy is. What is the energy around Scorpio, please? Now this could be something of your own creation. But it could also be someone else causing this around you as well. Yes, so let's see. What is the energy around Scorpio for the month of November going forward? Yeah, okay, well, I like that. What I'm seeing in these two cards in particular is the path. It's a long and winding path with many twists and turns, and there's a lot of uncertainty about where you're going, and that's what's creating the conflict. Okay, so this is more of an internal conflict, but it may also be showing up in your external world as well as a result of how you're thinking about moving forward here. I feel like some of you are not wanting to move forward, but you're doing it anyway. Definitely not a stagnant kind of energy. Let's see where this is going. Yeah, Nine of Swords. This is coming up as you, a lot of doubts, fear, some anxiety, feeling, I'm picking up some insecurity. Okay. It's kind of like being on if you get on a plane, let's just use the plane example, an aeroplane, and everything is, you get up in the air, you take off, you're up in the air, things are moving smoothly, everything is good, It's peaceful up there. You're looking at the clouds. They're light and fluffy. It's beautiful. But then the pilot comes on and says, you know, don't leave your seat. Make sure your seatbelt's fastened. We've been notified of a storm up ahead. So I get this energy of buckling down for the storm and riding out the storm. Okay, yeah, with this Temperance in reverse, that's what I'm feeling. Now, there's a lot of stress. I'm getting a lot of fragmentation. When our life is in balance, when we have moderation in our lives, when we have control, then I feel everything is good, Scorpio. But it seems like you're finding it difficult to steer back to that place. Things have become out of control. You feel out of control. You don't feel like you have control of your life, or some of you may even be anxious because you feel like you can't control someone else. Yes, losing that sense of peace, that serenity, becoming more stressed. It tends to affect the way we treat ourselves, how we handle other people, how we handle life in general. Our social interactions at the moment may be a little bit tense, potentially volatile. Definitely may be a lack of understanding from other people at the moment, why this is happening, why you're acting this way. Yeah, it's interesting because this card of Dark Temperance is asking for spiritual help. We have this goddess here flying down to earth on a rainbow, delivering guidance from the gods. So asking for assistance if necessary. Okay. Yeah, this speed here is not such a great thing because I feel like it feels out of control. It feels like the old-fashioned pinball machines. It's like a pinball going boo 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 boo, and you can't control it. The Five of Cups. Yeah, there's an energy here of needing to move forward, even though I don't feel that you want to. It's a reluctant moving forward. We've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. You'd really just rather go back rather than deal with what's ahead. It's this path, this road, not knowing where it ends. It's scary, Scorpio. You don't know where this ends. You don't know if you're going to like where it ends. But you've got all of these spilled cups around you, so it seems like at the moment you've got no choice other than to move forward. The Eight of Swords, my goodness. Scorpio, what's going on here? I'm picking this up as a heck of a lot of mental stress, a lot of fragmented thinking, a lot of restrictions placed on yourself. I don't feel you're thinking it might be from other people, but I'm actually feeling it's more how you're feeling about your circumstances at the moment, Scorpio. You're feeling like just going around spilling the cups. Okay, all the cups are spilled anyway, so I'm just going to go spill some more. Yeah, it feels a little bit like someone going out of control here. Now, for some of you, this may not be you. This could be someone that's around you, in which case you may have to offer this person some guidance in how to move forward, because they seem to be stressed, anxious, And not only that, I feel like they could be just very, very difficult to be around at the moment. Okay, the Ace of Wands. I like that because that feels like the light at the end of the tunnel. We've got all of this darkness here, this murky kind of energy, but there is this Ace of Wands. Now, this won't be for everyone, but for some of you I'm picking up passion. Okay, passion. Passion. Some of you are wanting some kind of passionate connection. Now again, this won't be for everyone. Some of you are going around, like, I'm going to give you a for instance. I've got someone here who may be like serial dating. Nothing's working out, but they keep trying. Okay, so there's an energy here of no matter what you're doing, whatever isn't working out, keeping up the try, keeping going, even though things are difficult. It's very challenging, and it's making you anxious. We do have the Nine of Pentacles. This is more of a solitary energy. This is more of an independent energy. Some of you are not wanting to be alone. Some of you are unhappy to be alone. Some of you are going around, dating, looking for a partner, not finding that partner. Some of you are just avoiding being solitary. Even though you have the means, I feel like I'm talking about a Scorpio here who doesn't need anyone else financially. The job situation seems to be okay. Money seems to be okay. But this is someone who is wanting someone, well, I get for passion, for sex. Is there love here? Well, to be honest with you, it does feel that this is more about someone who's missing that passion, missing that fulfillment, or trying to fill a void by seeking sexual gratification. I mean, my goodness, where is this coming from, Scorpio? It feels like this person's very, very lost and is seeking any kind of connection. The High Priestess, goodness. I'm getting this as accepting boundaries placed on feeling like the Scorpio doesn't like, they have a bit of difficulty accepting boundaries from other people. But I do feel that they're coming up against a lot of barriers, boundaries, a lot of no's, a lot of go no furthers, but they keep trying. But they are restricted. Goodness. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I get this kind of reckless running from one thing to the next, jumping from one thing to the next, seeking this sustenance. Like this Ace of Wands is this sustenance, seeking attention, seeking passion, seeking sex. Again, won't be for everyone, but there's an energy around this person of running from one thing to the next, seeking this fulfillment, but not ever achieving it, not ever having. This void can't be filled. It's like there's so many empty cups here. It's like seeking something from sex, and that there's no depth here. There's nothing to give. It's just sex. It's just passion. What on earth is this about? Page of Swords in reverse. Oh, wow. Yeah, what on earth? Okay, I need some help with this, guys. Let's see. I'm gonna get a card from this deck before I talk about that little page up there. Look, when we have both the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords in reverse that I'm picking up around this person, again, look, Scorpio, if this is you, you seem to be a little bit out of control at the moment, and there's definitely a need to pull back, to withdraw, and really contemplate the path that you're going down here rather than keep blindly going forward. Now, I see this speed. I see you not wanting to stand still. It's like someone with ants in their pants, someone who cannot stand still, someone who needs constant attention. Yeah, there may be something about that, guys. Someone who just needs constant attention, who cannot be alone for a minute, who needs, It seems like when this person is alone, they tend to be very focused on the negative. A lot of dark things come to this person. I feel like this person's sleep deprived as well. Mentally, I feel that they're very fragmented, not thinking straight. They are just running around trying to get some kind of short-term sexual gratification, hoping that it's going to fulfill them, but it's not. So there's an energy around this person of needing to take a step back and think before just blindly going forward from one thing. I get from one storm to the next. Okay. This person, when I was getting that image of the aeroplane flying through the air and then flying into a storm, this person's in the middle of the storm. They have to ride it out. But rather than pull other people into the storm with them, I feel like they need to have a more solitary energy and ride out the storm. But they may need help from friends and family going forward to help, or spiritual guide. This person seems to have lost their connection with spirit. Something is just moving them around from one thing to the next. Oh, goodness, more of a lower vibrational energy that I'm picking up. Let's see. What is the message here for Scorpio? Okay. Heavenly helpers, your spiritual team is guiding you through this difficult situation. Yeah. Just exactly what I just said right there. With the High Priestess, I feel like this person does have a psychic connection. So if this is a Scorpio energy that I'm picking up here, I do feel like there is a connection with spirit, a psychic connection. And that needs to be, it's more of a solitary kind of energy, the High Priestess. It's something, High Priestess energy is someone who doesn't mind being alone. They find the answers within. They have a deep connection with their heavenly helpers. But this is something that they find when they're solitary, not flitting around from one thing to the next with this more distracted kind of energy. They stay still. This feels like needing to be still, needing to find some peace in order for the messages to come through. Okay. Yeah, so Spirit is trying to send a message to Scorpio, or this particular Scorpio here. Again, this won't be for everyone. For some of you, this is someone that is around you that's going through something like this, and you could be that spirit guide, that heavenly helper for them. But there are some Scorpios here that are going through this dark night of the soul. They're attempting to fill their emptiness. I get emptiness with flitting from one thing to the next with a lot of passionate enthusiasm, but it's not working. It's not working. I feel like they're dragging other people into a storm, their own personal storm, which is creating even more of a storm. It's like a supercell. This person is trying to find their way forward, trying to find their next best step. But the best thing for them right now is to remain still and quiet and not take any action. I get a time, they really need a time of non-action in order to find the best path forward. They're not going to find the best path forward by this flitting around with this dragonfly energy. They need to stand still. They need to stand still. I'm going to read a little bit more to you about the dragonfly, guys, because I feel that it is important. So let's take a look at that. The feeling that I'm getting around the Eight of Wands, well, dragonflies well, it feels like again I get up in the air. I keep getting planes going over right now, up in the air. I got that just now. But not knowing exactly where you're going forward. Things are up in the air. You like to know what's next. I get that you're moving fast and you're finding it difficult to remain flexible because things are changing as you go. Things are changing as you go. You're being asked to stand still, to follow your intuition, to find your true north. It will serve you in good stead. I feel like something is on. There is the promise of success on the horizon, but at the moment in November things are left up in the air very much, and you're being asked to have a healthy dose of patience here. But I don't see you being very patient. Yes. I feel like you've got a lot going on. There's a lot of irons in the fire here. Dragonflies are associated with rainbows, and we do have this spiritual goddess coming in with the gift on a rainbow here. So I do feel like there will be something positive to come. Some kind of vital news or information that is going to come in. Okay. An opportunity. All right. Okay, so although things... Okay, but what I'm getting here from my spirit guide is that an opportunity may be missed, an important opportunity may be missed if you're doing too much, if you're distracting yourself, if you're busy or preoccupied with some other kind of thing, then this important vital news may be missed. It's vital news that comes in from your spirit guides, something from this high priestess energy, that your intuition. So if you're doing too much, if you're busy, if there's all this chaos and storm clouds around you, then you're going to miss the message, is what my spirit guide is saying. So there's a need to stand still to listen so that you get this message. And then you can proceed. Okay. Interesting. You know, dragonfly is a powerful symbol of fresh starts, hope, love. The Japanese associate the dragonfly with rebirth. And universally, dragonfly tends to bear messages from spirit spirit guides, often a sign of messages coming from the other side as well. And dragonflies actually can withstand storms. You know, when we think of how does a dragonfly ride out a storm, well, quite well actually. They have a lot of dexterity in the air. They are an adept aviator. Okay. So what I'm getting around this is both water and earth elements. Mindfulness, clarity, self-awareness. Okay. Yeah, those are the messages. Self-awareness. Being aware of this chaotic activity, being more aware of, this feeling of flitting around, going from one thing to another, this chaotic kind of movement. There's a need to step back here and consider the action before you take it, because I get a lot of reckless activity. Okay. That's not serving you and not serving other people around you, Scorpio. One more message. Message for Scorpio. Message for Scorpio. Standing firm, yeah. Ground yourself. That's the thing. Ground yourself. That's the important thing at the moment. There's this aerialist trying to keep everything, this energy of being up in the air. It says land the plane. Scorpio, land the plane. Put it on terra firma here. Stand firm. There's time for movement later, okay? But right now it's best to land that plane and stand firm. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio, and wish you all the very best. Interesting reading, guys. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, or you can go to my Etsy store to purchase directly. The link is down below in the descriptions box. Scorpio, please do take a moment to press that thumbs up button, the like button. I'd be so appreciative, and it really is very important to get more views for my channel, so I'd love it if you would do that. If you would like to drop me a comment as well, you can certainly feel free to do that. And if you're a newcomer, please do subscribe. I'd love to have you, and consider hitting that notification bell as well so that you don't miss any of the updates. Wishing you the best here, Scorpio. Special thank you to my podcast listeners. Please take care, and bye for now.